Evening, folks. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Okay, now I can go. So I just got in from my run. I've done 26,500 steps today. Been a busy day. So I just thought I'd check in. There we go. And I hope you're all doing well. I hope, if you can, you've enjoyed the sun. It's rather dangerous for people like me. And I might look pale on camera, but I can assure you, this, like a baboon's backside. That's what this is. But that's not the point of this video. I didn't record this to tell you I look like a baboon. Some of you might argue orangutan. That's fine. We can go through all the primates. It's not a problem. What I'm recording this video for is because my run wasn't actually the thing that got me thinking. So what got me thinking was a memory that I came across on Facebook this morning from 2016. And this time 4 years ago, I agreed to meet up with some people in a pub. The Golden Fleece, if you haven't been there in York, go when the pubs reopen. It's alright. I went to the Golden Fleece and I sat with a few people, hadn't met them before, and we were meeting with a guy who had written a show and wanted to put it on locally. So he advertised it on Facebook, on a group, and a few of us are interested, so we met up. And I ended up becoming the director for the show. Now, the show was a adaptation of Othello, which is my personal favourite Shakespeare play. If you didn't know that already. And it was a show that was, instead of being about Othello, was actually all about Iago, who's also my favourite character from Othello. Shock, he's a villain. And we started getting everything set up. The show in itself was a modern day retelling told from the perspective of Iago. It was also a musical using well-known popular songs. Some of you who are performers are probably sitting there and going, right? And you'd be right too. The show was ultimately a disaster, an absolute disaster. We had cast changeovers. We had the show going in different directions. We had no real drive to get the show finished. It became much of a laughingstock for us. But for what it was bad at, it served a purpose because it brought a few of us together. And after a few months, we decided to scrap the show, as you would. But we didn't want to quit it completely. We wanted to do something. So a few of us met up. We formed a new creative team and a new company called Rejuvenate. And we began looking at other shows to put on. And this was sort of the back end of 2016. We worked through the majority of the summer on this other show. And we decided ultimately that we would do Shakers. and we got everything together. We got the audition dates sorted, and we ran the auditions and started the show immediately. This took us into 2017. We did the auditions in the January, and we rehearsed twice a week on YSJ campus. We put on the show in the April. We raised money for charity. We raised money for Mind, and we did 2 nights of shows. We then took a bit of a break, came back again in the summer of 2017, and we started putting together a new devised piece of work, which we then presented in the October of 2017, called IU, which the company itself was good, because we all had similar mindsets. We were very passionate, and we wanted to put on a quality piece of work, and we did that twice over. And then, due to other commitments, degrees to be completed, various people going off to university, work, etc., 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 the company just not collapsed. Collapsed is quite a harsh word. But it got put to one side and ultimately has now fallen apart. So it was, Rejuvenate was something that kept me going in what was essentially quite a tough and confusing year in 2017. There was a lot going on in my personal life, which ultimately had a knock-on effect to other people. It was just a tough time. And Rejuvenate kept me going through it, because it gave me a drive. It gave me something to work towards. It gave me something that wasn't just work or the gym. It was something exciting. And in 2016, I also joined Out of Character, and I picked that back up in 2017 as well. So I had a lot to distract me. I had a lot to keep me going. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that actually I had all the distractions to take me out of my headspace, which again was quite a negative headspace. And I miss that. I miss being able to get out, to perform, to direct, just to do something on stage. So if there is any theatre going on, I'm happy to get involved at the moment, and I will be doing my own stuff as well. I have my YouTube channel, I have that platform. I will be using it, and I will be starting to do my own theatre stuff, because I need to start moving forward. Memories on Facebook are a funny thing. You can look at them and laugh at them, think, what the hell was I talking about? And then sometimes you get the odd little twinkle where one kind of becomes a bit of a muse. And I look back at that memory today and I thought, my God, what an atrocity I was dealing with to start with. But that changed, and something good came out of it, and we moved forward, and that's something that I'm taking from it, to move forward. In the next couple of days, I'll have moved out of this place completely into my new place. And part of me has a problem letting go of this place, because for all the bad, there's also been good. The good, if you watch my video from yesterday, it's uploaded on YouTube, so check it out. I've not shared it to Facebook. I mentioned how the good is often hazed out by the bad, by the negative. Part of my mind clings to the positive and thinks of all the good things that have happened here, and it's hard to leave that behind. But I have to leave the negativity behind. And that's what we did with Rejuvenate. We left the negativity of the show, in our own words, the show that shall not be named, and we moved forward and went on to something else. And that is what I'm doing now. I'm moving on to another chapter. I'm moving forward. I'm moving on. And apologies for the sniffing. I have hay fever and high pollen, and I don't have a handkerchief anywhere nearby. And you won't want to see me blow my nose anyway. So you'll deal with me sniffing instead. So yeah, I'm moving on, and I'm doing something else. I'm doing something for me. But I also need to find a way to get back into the things that I enjoy doing. And I enjoy theatre. I enjoy performing. I enjoy directing. And I always will. It's something that allows me out of my headspace. It's something that gives me something else to focus on. And it's something that I'll always be passionate about. And if I can get back into it again, if I can bring myself out of the rut that I've been in and move forward and get myself back into the theatre, then I will. I just need a nudge to get there, because there are things holding me back. Things of potential judgment. I've been very open about things, and I know people that I do shows with and I've worked with in the past have me on Facebook. They'll have seen these. So I do fear what people think, and I also fear being treated any differently, and it holds me back. In blunt honesty, it holds me back. So I need a nudge, and I need a nudge to get back in there and to do stuff, rather than coming up with my own reasons not to. So the point of this video really is to just say there comes a point where we have to move on, where we have to move forward, and we have to let the past go. To quote Star Wars, let the past die, kill it if you have to. Said in a better way than that. But the point stands. Some parts of the past you can learn from, you can move forward from. Some parts just hold you back. And I'm trying to detach myself from the parts that hold me back. And from the fears that hold me back as well. I got some way to go, but people give me the nudge. I'm sure I'll get there. And that's everything. I'm going to go back to enjoying the fan and go have a shower. And I'll leave you guys to it. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy what's left of the sun, although it is continuing for the next few days, apparently. And if I don't look like a lobster by the end of the week, that will be a reason to celebrate. Okay, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Bye-bye.